नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामनि गौरात्वेषे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, you are welcome for continuity of our Bhakti Shastri study of Nectar of Instruction by Srila Rupa Goswami. We are discussing verse number 3, the 6 activities favorable for bhakti, which nourishes bhakti. So they are उत्साह निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संग त्यागात् सतो वृत्ति षड्भिर भक्ति प्रसीद्यते. So this is the breakdown of the paragraph we have. Almost we have the till 4th paragraph, the process of bhakti. Process of bhakti means definition of Srila Rupa Goswami about Uttama Bhakti. This is the definition. Anya vilashita sunyam gyan karma adhyanavartam anukulyana krishnanu shilanam bhakti rottama. So how to practice this bhakti? That's what is in these 5 paragraphs. So yesterday we were somewhere. Anybody remember how to perform this bhakti in Srila Prabhupada's purport? Bhakti is art of cultivation. Okay, yesterday what we have read, at least that we can have little exercise of one question. If you have properly understood the things. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Devotional service is not a matter of dash or dash.
Sentimental speculation or imaginative ecstasy.
It's not the
Sentimental speculation.
okay. Sentimental speculation, imaginative ecstasy, sentimental ecstasy, armchair philosophy, practical activity, idle ecstasy, sentimental activity, idle philosophy. Which one is right?
Imaginative ecstasy.
See the first line. Sentimental speculation, imaginative ecstasy. Sentimental speculation means, and what is the meaning of imaginative ecstasy? Sentimental speculation, it means this is just not based on scripture. Sentimental means there is no spiritual authority. Because the next purport of Srila Prabhupada is about the authority. So, sentimental speculation means not following scriptural authority. And imaginative ecstasy means like the hippies were taking drugs and thinking we are in ecstasy. So, false methods of trying to be high or ecstatic, imaginative. It's not real, it's imaginative. Okay, next question. The substance of devotional service is chanting of the holy name, preaching, practical activity, not offering devotees.
Practical activity.
Practical activity. This is cultivation, means practical activity. Okay? Now, the rest is after. We have not read up to that. So these two. So cultivation means practical activity, right? Cultivation means practical activity. And what is practical activity in our purport? What is that? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vaishnava, Smaranam. This is practical activity, 9 limbs of devotional service. Also practical activity according to Nectar of Devotion is 64 limbs of Vaidhi Sadhan Bhakti. In Nectar of Devotion we have 64. Angas means limbs of Vaidhi Sadhan Bhakti. Vaidhi means according to rules and regulations of scripture. Sadhan means practice. There are 64. Out of 64, 5 are most important. And what are those 5? Sadhu Sangha, chanting holy name, releasing Bhagavad, Mathura Vas, Archa Vigraha. Okay? The 5 are most important out of 64.
Which is in English, association.
Association of devotees, yes.
And
Out of these 5,
yeah, can you say the other one?
if anybody says which one is most important, association of devotees.
The holy name, association.
You want to know 5?
Yeah. Because you said it in
Association of devotee,
Yeah.
Bhagavatam, listening Bhagavatam, worshipping deity, living in holy dham, chanting holy name.
That's
of all the five, devotee association is most important because of all other activities in devotee association are only successful. Okay? Now we are reading our book where we left yesterday. And out of these 9, which one Prabhupada has discussed in his purport? Shravanam. And for that, necessity of bona fide spiritual master. So there are 2 verses about the bona fide spiritual master. Okay? One we have yesterday read. The other one is from the Upanishad. Tad vijnanartham gurum eva bhi gachet. Can you find this verse in your this verse in your book? It is further recommended in the Mondik Upanishad. Tad vijnanartham sagurum eva bhi gachet. Whenever you find the word tad means Supreme Lord. Tad. It's called tattva vastu. There are 2 things, tat and tvam. Tat means Lord, tvam means soul. Tat tvam. And Vedic aphorism is tat tvam asi. I am, you and I are same in spirit. So tat means wherever you find the word tat, usually it means Supreme Lord. Tat vijnanartham means if you want to know scientifically Lord. Vigyan means scientifically. Artha means you want to get real benefit. Saguram, then one should go to the spiritual master. Eva bhigachit means we should approach the spiritual master. So to understand the transcendental science, to understand means Vijnanartham. Transcendental science, Vijnanartham. One must approach a bona fide spiritual master. What is bona fide spiritual master? Why not only spiritual master? Why is bona fide?
Through disciplic succession.
Is this?
Comes through disciplic succession.
It's coming in disciplic succession. There are many gurus there and some disciplic succession. There must be some other thing.
One who speaks on the authority of Acharya.
Bona fide means? It's not only for Vaishnava, there are other sampradayas also bona fide in their own respect.
One who speaks on the authority.
Bona fide spiritual master is speaking scripture, bona fide scripture as it is. Ultimately, scripture is the final authority. If is scripture, whatever he speaks, he must be speaking from scripture. Otherwise, this is speculative knowledge. And that he must have learned from his spiritual master in bona fide disciplic succession. The 2 English words are very appropriate, and for them, in local language, words are little confusing. One English word is good, disciplic succession. It is the succession of disciples, not of the gurus. You know, it's not Guru Parampara, it's Shishya Parampara. Disciple succession, it means only that person can be Guru who remained disciple. This is disciplic succession. This is very good English word. It is the chain of disciples. It means they are disciplined and they learn under the bona fide spiritual master. Second best word in English is God brother. It's not Guru brother. Because we are serving God, therefore we are brothers. And this problem of Guru brother is a born faction in the society. Everybody is just pulling their Guru brothers. That is not a perfect thing. God brother. This is actually, what is the definition of initiation? What is the definition of initiation in the scripture? Je kale shish kare atma samarpan. It means when disciples surrender to the spiritual master. What is the next line? Sei kale Krishna kare aap sam. Sei kale Krishna kare aap sam. It means as soon as we surrender to the spiritual master, Krishna recognize him as his own. It means Krishna accept, not Guru accept. Therefore, Guru owns the business is only to connect us to Krishna through parampara.
Where do we find that?
Sorry?
Where's that?
Verse.
This verse is in Rupa Goswami's Bhakti verse called. Our Sampradaya is this book. Anyway, you just Google this verse, you find out. What is the word? First word? Jai Kale Srish Kare Atma Samarpan. Diksha? Diksha Kale, Jai Kale, both are said. I think this Hari Bhakti Vilas somewhere by Sanatana Goswami. I have so. So actually, the business of Guru is to connect the disciple to Krishna through parampara. Therefore, we are God brothers because we are all connected with Krishna through disciplic succession. He has to connect us to the
So
Krishna.
anyone who from other sampradaya is also called our God.
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Chaitanya is quoted from somewhere.
4.19.
This was quoted from where? You read it must be written there up.
1.19 Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Anyway, it's quoted in Chaitanya and Bhagavad Gita. Many places you will find this verse. Only verse came, nothing more came. Okay. So let us read further. Thus, this method of submissively receiving transcendental confidential knowledge. How many words are there? Submissively, which means pranipatena. The word pranipatena means submissively. Receiving transcendental confidential knowledge. Transcendental means connected to the transcendence, not material but spiritual. And confidential means our relation with Krishna. Confidential means our relation with Krishna. Knowledge is not merely based on mental speculation. In this regard, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Srila Rupa Goswami, so confidential means our relation with Krishna. Is there confidential knowledge in Bhagavad Gita? 9th chapter is called most confidential knowledge. And what is most confidential knowledge in 9th chapter? Man mana bhavad bhakto bhagyaji man namaskar. That is the most confidential knowledge. Then in 18th chapter, this verse appear again in Bhagavad Gita, where also Krishna said, I have given you the most confidential knowledge. Then again he said, Man mana bhavad bhakto. The verse came twice. With only one word change. It means to become devotee. So confidential knowledge is devotional service. Devotional service means our relation with Krishna and acting in that relation. So what actually all this means, Guru has to give us Sambandha Gyan. Transcendent knowledge is Sambandha Gyan. Sambandha Gyan means knowledge about the transcendental qualities of Krishna. Confidential means devotional service, abhidheya, which matures into priyojan, the love of God. So actually, spiritual master has to give us transcendental confidential knowledge means sambandha, abhidheya and priyojan. That is the sense of the whole Vedic literature. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashito. Every day we chant. Divya Gyan means transcendent knowledge. Hridaya means within the heart. Prakashito means he enlightened within the heart. Somebody who was enlightened in heart by transcendental knowledge. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Bhagavatam says Krishna inspired Brahma from within the heart with the transcendental knowledge. And what is that knowledge? Vedas. The whole Veda means knowledge. So Tene Brahma Hriday. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered 2 times within the heart of Rupa Goswami and has enlightened him. You will find in Chaitanya Chaitanya 2 times. So that's giving knowledge within the heart. Krishna has promised that he can give knowledge from within the heart. Tesham evanukampartham aham ajnanjatamah nasyamyatma bhavisto jnanadipena bhasvata. Bhagavad Gita 4:10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. Chaturshloki Gita, the 4 seed verses of Gita, chapter 10, verse number 8, 9, 10 and 11. This is the verse 11. Krishna said, from within the heart I destroy all the ignorance and can give with the torch of knowledge. So Krishna promised this. He gave knowledge from within the heart. Therefore, what we need is Krishna. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, go to our book. Brahmanda Brahmite koi bhagyavan jiva Guru Krishna prasade paye bhakti lata bija. Guru Krishna prasade. Guru Krishna, Guru and Krishna both, two. Prasade means mercy. Pai Bhakti Lata Bij means get the seed of devotional service. When Krishna is pleased with somebody, when Krishna bestows mercy on somebody, then we approach bona fide spiritual master. Then we get the mercy of bona fide spiritual master. So if we get bona fide spiritual master, it means Krishna has blessed us. And if the bona fide spiritual master has blessed us, then we will get the lotus feet of Krishna. Prabhupada used to quote this verse in 2 examples. He said, Dhruva Maharaj was not going to find a spiritual master. He was going in forest to find God. But then Krishna arranged the Devarishi Narad to guide him to approach Vishnu. So Dhruva was not going for a spiritual master, he was going for Krishna. But Krishna arranged Guru. Prabhupada used to give a second example. So Parikshit Maharaj did not go to Ganga to find Guru. But Krishna arranged Sukdev Goswami to give him Bhagavatam. Prabhupada used to give these 2 examples. It means ultimately Krishna arranges a spiritual master. We cannot find a spiritual master. When Krishna is blessed, then many times we go preaching tours all over the India and a couple part of the world. Sometimes people ask, how can we choose a spiritual master? They ask this question. Our simple answer is go to Krishna. What you want? Why you need a spiritual master? First question, why you need a spiritual master? If your answer is we want to love and serve Krishna, then my answer is go to Krishna and pray that I want to love and serve you, but I don't know how to do it. Please, you arrange some bona fide spiritual master to guide me to love and serve you. Then Krishna within your heart also knows your sincere desire. And Krishna is also the super soul in the spiritual master's heart too. So he will inspire a spiritual master to come to you and guide you. So you pray to Krishna that we want to serve you. Krishna will arrange the spiritual master to train us to serve and love Krishna. And many times when I go next time there, they come and they said, yes, Krishna has listened our prayer and we got shelter. So it's a very simple thing. You need a spiritual master, pray to Krishna. Because he's super soul in your heart and he's super soul also in the heart of a spiritual master. So he can make all the arrangement that you meet and you start your devotional service. So now what Srila Prabhupada writes, in the course of traversing the universal creation of the Brahmanda Brahmite, and some fortunate soul, Bhagavan Jiva, may receive the seed of Bhakti Lata, the creeper devotional service. This is all by the grace of Guru and Krishna. And if I ask you one question, what is seed of devotional service? What is your answer?
The seed of devotional service.
What is seed of devotional service?
Desire to serve Krishna.
Desire to serve Krishna is you, but spiritual master give you the seed of devotional service. He will cultivate the seed of devotional service within the heart of a disciple. Yes,
It's consciousness.
consciousness is symptom of soul. What the spiritual master will do?
Harinam.
The divine instruction we
What?
Harinam.
Harinam is Supreme Lord Himself. It's not a seed.
The initial faith in Krishna.
Oh, Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. This is one song we sing. The spiritual master has given us faith. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. He gave us a drop of faith. This is one bhajan in which Guru, the spiritual master, is giving faith.
devotee association.
This verse is from where? It is written in your book. The verse is from? Where is this verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Go and read that. Exactly, it is written by Prabhupada, the whole paragraph. The whole paragraph says, everything needs seed. So seed of devotional service and rule and regulation of devotional service given by a spiritual master. Rules and regulation of devotional service given by a spiritual master is seed of devotional service. Rules and regulation given by a spiritual master. So, all the angas of the bhakti are actually the seed. The sadhan bhakti which we start is a seed of devotional service. And then then you have to water that seed, no? Seed will only fructify when you water that seed. So what is the watering process? Sharvana kirtanadi jale sinchana kare. What should do? Water the seed with hearing and chanting. Then what will happen? So this is the cultivation of devotional service. Now you have a seed, now you are watering. So seed will fructify. Have you seen the seed fructifying? Have you seen this? Seed coming out of the earth? Then always there are two leaves. Two leaves. When these two leaves fall down, then the plant will grow. Have you seen this? So for Bhakti Lata Bij, for the seed of devotional service, these two leaves are Karam and Gyan. Karam and Gyan. Karam means fruitive activities, Gyan means speculative knowledge. When they fall, it means when it is not covered by that Gyan Karmadi Anavratam, then that creeper will come out. So these two leaves has to fall down. But then the other grass also grow with the main seed. They are unwanted things. They will never allow the real creeper to grow. So then you have to pick those out and take. These are all most of the offenses. Politics, backbiting, and so many other things. They have to be uprooted. Then the Bhakti Lata will go all the way to the lotus feet of Krishna and give the fruit of love of God. So Srila Prabhupada writes, the material world is the place of confinement for the living entities who are by nature anandmaya, pleasure seeking. Confinement means they are in the prison. Confinement means limited in some area. What is their nature? What is the nature of the living entity? Anandmaya. Anandmaya. Full of, the Prabhupada writes, Anandamaya means
Pleasure seeking.
pleasure seeking. Anandamaya. You know, if sometime you get dal in which somebody put a lot of salt, it's just nothing but salt, that is called salt my dal. If somebody gives you juice and he put a 500 gram sugar in one glass, then you get sugar my. This is sugar my juice. So Anandamaya means it's full of bliss. It's full of bliss. Maya means full. So by nature the soul is pleasure seeking, because it's by nature blissful. They actually want to be free from the confinement of this world of conditional happiness. But not knowing the process of liberation, they are bound to transmigrate from one species of life to another and from one planet to another. So they want to get out of this material world. Because here the happiness is, what is this happiness? Conditional happiness. What does the conditional happiness means?
Depending on circumstances.
It's very hot. If the AC is working, you are happy. It's conditional. Our happiness is conditional to air conditioner, to the fan. So in the material world, actually there is no happiness. It's all misery. But when you decrease the level of misery, that we call happiness. It's not real happiness. It's only decreasing the level of misery. That we call happiness in this world. Why? How you qualify this? Krishna said, Dukhalyam. Dukhalyam means full of miseries. Alya means ocean. So what is happiness here is like decreasing the
Suffering.
degree of suffering. But there is little happiness. That's called, there's a word used by Vaishnava Acharyas, Vari Bindu. Vari means desert, sand. Bindu means a drop. If in a desert there is a drop of water, will it satisfy anything? So that much happiness is in this material world. Vari Bindu. Drop in the desert.
So, Ji, what is that happiness?
Huh?
That drop of happiness, what is that?
You want that? This morning I gave English class. I don't know who was there. None of you was there. 5 marks less in your exam. Yes.
Program here.
Huh?
We have a program here.
Morning? 8 to 9? What class? Oh, today you have, what value class you have today? Huh?
Forgiveness. Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. So I am forgiving you 5 marks. Not cutting 5 marks, no problem. Forgive me. Which example you listened today about forgiveness? Some example you can give of forgiveness?
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva?
like Kauji mentioned two contexts. One is Daksha, like,
Hmm.
and there was another context he mentioned where Lord Shiva acted without operating.
That was Sati took this Satipana. That time he just cut his throat. That time Kalbhadra cut his throat. Daksha Prajapati. Kalbhadra
Veerbhadra
sorry, Veerbhadra. Yes.
cut the throat, and Shiva came and forgave Daksha.
And placed goats,
Goat's head, first head transplantation surgery done by Shiva. He said, what is this goat head? I have already done elephant head on my son. Ganesh has elephant head transplantation. Goat head transplantation. This Lord Shiva. And he has done this. This morning the class they said, Shiva did the head transplantation for Daksha with a goat's head. Anyway, it's not my topic now. Forgiveness.
Daksha Prajapati blasphemed Lord Shiva. In that family of the series.
Okay. So what I'm saying this morning, your answer, Bindu, Vari Bindu, that happiness is called Matra Atmiktvat. Matra Atmiktvat. Now this Matra word you have heard in Bhagavad Gita. Matra Sparshastu Konte Situ Shanasu Kuda Kudayu. You remember what second chapter? Matra means sense. Matra means senses. Sparsh means touch. So sense of touch is only the drop of happiness in this material world. Sense of touch. Which means skin. Like a mother, when kissing the child, becomes very happy. It's matra sprashas actually. The lips reaches to the cheek of a baby, mother and baby both are happy. This is matra sprash happiness. And adult, this is the lust or sex. That is the Vali Bindu in this world. That only that little drop is the matra sprashas. Matra sprashas. It's only sense of touch. Nothing else. Of course, tongue is there also. Genital and tongue both we know. We have to control this because they are all pleasure-seeking avenues. But the tongue is also taste. But the splash is only that one. It's a very deep meaning of this splash. Generally, splash means touching. Touching is not very dangerous. Kamesha krodesha rajogunas. This is the kama. So the point I made was originally there is a love of God which is transformed into the lust in this world, and that is the little happiness of this world. It's all the Prabhupada's purport is always very clear. This is only the little happiness of this world. Everything is revolving around this one point. Everything is revolving around this one point. Is it okay? Okay, let's go further. So if we don't know where is the real happiness, he's only happy with confidential, say conditional happiness, then you don't know the process of liberation. Means liberation from what?
Repeated birth.
Liberation from the influence of three modes of material nature. liberation from three modes of material nature, because conditioning is by three modes of material nature. And the only process to liberate one from three modes of material nature is devotional service. Only devotional service. Avichareణ bhakti yogena sagunan samataitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Only by unalloyed devotional service one can transcend three modes of material nature. So this is only the process to get free from the confinement. But if they cannot, then they will go to different species or different planets. Different species among 84,000 to Rasila, and about different planets, heaven, hell, earth. Now, when what I said, what is the bondage? Three modes of material nature. So those who are in three modes of material nature, where they go? Bhagavad Gita verses. Urdhva gachanti sattvastha. Those who are in the mode of godness, they go to the heaven. Madhya tishtanti rajasaha. Those who are in the mode of passion, stay on this earthly planet. Adho gachanti tamasa. Those who are in the mode of passion, they go to the lower species and lower planets. So because of the hell, either they go to the hell or they go to the hog dog, species. So these are according to the three modes of material nature. Is it clear? Okay, Prabhupada writes. In this way, the living entities are wandering throughout the material universe. When by good fortune one come in contact with the pure devotee, which means the spiritual master, and hears from him, that is important. Only not in come in contact, but hear from him. Patiently. Is that word patient in our verse? There. Hear patiently. One begins to follow the path of devotional service. So, again, I'm just giving you the hint in your Nectar of Devotion. There is a chapter, I think, 3, eligibility for devotional service. And where it is said, it's only the devotee association and listening from devotee that you are become eligible for devotional service. So what Srila Prabhupada is writing is eligibility for devotional service. How can one be eligible for devotional service? Adhikar, eligibility. By coming in contact with devotee and following his instruction or hearing from him patiently. How can he come in contact with devotee? By the mercy of Krishna. Why Krishna become merciful on him? Because of devotional pious credit. Agyat Sukriti. Because of devotional pious credit. From many lives, devotional pious credits. It means sometimes even you feed some devotee. You are not devotee, but on the way you feed devotee, you get some credit. You buy a book from a devotee, you get some credit. So when they pile up together, then Krishna become favorable and he will send you to the devotee. So pious activities of many lives, devotional pious activities, they attract the mercy of Krishna, and Krishna provide the bona fide devotee, and if we take his instruction, then bhakti begins. This is the beginning of bhakti. Such an opportunity is offered to a person who is sincere. Who is sincere. The International Society for Krishna Gana now fill in your page. International Society for Christian Conscience is giving such a chance to humanity at large. If by fortune one takes advantage of this opportunity to engage in devotional service, the path of liberation immediately opens. So, purpose of ISKCON, Prabhupada said, is to provide devotee association to the sincere seeker. So, in one line, if you want to write, the purpose of ISKCON is to give opportunity to associate with devotee and listen from him sincerely, then he can begin the devotional service and get liberated from confinement. So ISKCON providing the facility of devotee association to the sincere seekers. ISKCON provide devotee association for sincere seekers. Somebody said, who are sincere seekers? They have some pious credit, therefore they come to ISKCON. Okay?
Prabhuji. So the first point is because of Agyata Sukriti. By good
This is
fortune.
not first point. First point is devotee association. A devotee, but what is with devotee? Devotion. The rule is this. Bhakti sanjayate bhakti. Bhakti only comes from bhakti. Because devotee has a bhakti in his heart. So he can give bhakti.
But the
Other things are facilitation. Without that it can be also. But 90% that is the way. Majority that is the system. But some could be all of a sudden also.
But then in this last line when it says, if by fortune one takes advantage of this opportunity, because of Sukriti, one may have gotten that opportunity.
He got the opportunity, yes.
But if one does not take it,
Then he will lose the opportunity. Very simple.
so one who takes it, that happens because of again Agyata Sukriti or because of what?
Mercy of the devotee, basically. Ultimately, devotee's mercy only works when he follows the instruction. And it is a separate subject you will discuss in Nectar of Devotion. Okay. One should accept the opportunity to return home back to Godhead very enthusiastically. Now Prabhupada is coming to the Utsaha. Utsaha is for what? Enthusiasm for what? To getting out of this confinement of material world. Without enthusiasm, one cannot be successful. Even in the material world, one has to be very enthusiastic in his particular field of activity in order to become successful. Student, businessman, artist, and anyone else who wants success in his life, in this line, must be enthusiastic. Similarly, one has to be very enthusiastic in devotional service. Enthusiasm means action, but action for whom? The answer is that one should always act for Krishna. Krishna artha aika cheshta. Krishna arthaika cheshna. Cheshta means endeavor. And Krishna arthaik means for Krishna. Action for Krishna. Bhakti Samit Sindhu. Krishna arthaika cheshta. This is very high stage. It's in the book. This is on the page number 31. In all phases of life, one has to perform devotional activities under the direction of a spiritual master in order to attain perfection in Bhakti Yoga. In all phases of life, what it means? In all phases of life. What are the phases of life? Brahmacharya, Grastha, Vanprastha, and Sannyas. In all phases of life, these are the different phases of life. The other is childhood, adulthood, old age, something like that. These are the phases of life. Why Prabhupada has used this one word here in all phases of life? It means he's not excluding children. Why? There's a verse in Bhagavatam which says, Komarama chareta dharman bhagavatam. The devotional service must start from 5 years of age. Prahlad Maharaj says this. Therefore Prabhupada has put this one word here. Devotional service start from Komar, means from 5 years of age. Komar means 5 years. So this one line Prabhupada has put because every line Prabhupada is quoting some verse of the scripture. It is not that one has to confine or narrow one's activities. This is why Prabhupada is writing. Krishna doesn't mean Krishna. Krishna is all pervading. Therefore nothing is independent of Krishna, as Krishna himself states in Bhagavad Gita. Maya tadamidam sarvam jagata vyakta murtinam adhisthani sarvasthani nachaham teshu avastita. Now what Prabhupada is writing here, he is explaining the word Krishna in this verse. Word Krishna in this verse, where is this verse? Yeah, Krishna Anusilana. Can you see Krishna?
Yes.
So Krishna is not narrow Krishna. Krishna means all Krishna's expansions like incarnations. Krishna's pure devotees. Everything actually is Krishna. That's what Prabhupada is writing. So activities for Krishna is not something not narrow, but it's very broad. By me in my unmanifested form, which means energy. Unmanifested form means energy. Like government. Government is unmanifested form. But the Prime Minister is manifested head. So material world, material energy is unmanifested form. And Krishna is the Prime Minister as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. So unmanifested form means like government, the energy of Krishna. And then the philosophy is, there's no difference between energy and energetic. There's no difference between the two. Like fire and heat are not separate. So Krishna and Krishna's energy are not separate. The entire universe is pervaded by my energy. All beings are in me because they are resting in my energy. But I am not in them as a person. I am living in Golok. Under the direction of bona fide spiritual master, one has to make everything favorable for Krishna's service. Again, see, same verse Prabhupada is discussing. Anukulyena. See the Anukulyena? So the Prabhupada's purpose is still focused on Anukulyena Krishna. Krishna Anukulyena. These two words of the verse, Prabhupada is explaining. Can you see this? Is it clear? Krishna Anusilanam. Favorable for Krishna's service. Now Prabhupada is giving his personal example. For example, at present, we are using dictaphone. The materialistic who invented this machine intended it for business or writers of the mundane subject matters. He certainly never thought of using dictaphone in God's service. But we are using this dictaphone to write Krishna conscious literature. Of course, the manufacture of the dictaphone is wholly within the energy of Krishna. All the parts of the instrument, including the electronic functions, are made from the different combination of interactions of the 5 basic type of material energy, namely Bhumi, Agni, Jal, Vayu and Akash, which means earth, water, fire, ether, some these 5 elements. The inventor used his brain to make this complicated machine, and his brain as well as the ingredients were supplied by Krishna. His brain, who made his brain? Krishna. Who gave the all material? Krishna. According to the statement of Krishna, Madhistani Sarvabhutani, everything is depending on my energy. Now Prabhupada is coming to the actual word, on my energy. Thus the devotee can understand that since nothing is independent of Krishna's energy, everything should be devoted in his service. So it means activity of devotional service is not narrow. We can use aeroplane, we can use cars in Krishna's service, no problem. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada was first sannyasi who used to wear the coat in the winter. Before that, no sannyasi wear the stitch cloth. They only wear the chadar, but he used to wear the coat. Prabhupada used to wear. So this is everything belongs to Krishna, so no problem. So we can use everything in service of Krishna. That's what Prabhupada. It means everything depend on Krishna or his energy. So our activities are not narrow.
This Siddhanta could be misused, and a sannyasi could say that I'll just wear normal clothes since it's service of Krishna.
What sannyasi says?
I'll just wear karmi clothes since it's I'll wear karmi clothes since it's service of Krishna.
He wants to say that I wear karmi clothes for servicing Krishna.
One might misuse the authority on the basis of pure devotee sacrifice.
Yes, one sannyasi is running his this Krishna waste. There is a name of Anyway, GBC and they are working together. It's not my subject. But anyway, when Prabhupada was there, then he wanted everybody to wear devotional cloth, and that devotee was also one of the leaders. So now if he thinks that things changes, spiritual things are always same. They never change. No.
Maybe that particular devotee is slackened in their practice. We can take it in that way, Prabhuji.
What?
Maybe that particular devotee is slackened in their practice.
Krishna knows. Principle is that the modern facilities can be used in service of Krishna, like all this now online classes. This is a good way of preaching. We reach to many people by that. So this, because everything belongs to Krishna, so this is Krishna's energy. We are using everything in service of Krishna, so there is no harm. But we should not go to the extreme either extremes. Then it will be nemagra. Moderate is okay. Okay. Where are we? Endeavor, this is the definition of enthusiasm, okay? Underline this line. Endeavor executed with intelligence and Krishna consciousness is called utsaha or enthusiasm. Endeavor executed with intelligence and Krishna consciousness is called utsaha. The definition of enthusiasm, okay? The consciousness is, the devotees find the correct means by which everything can be utilized in the service of Lord. There is another philosophy, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. Nirbandha means I have no relation with anything. Krishna Sambandhe, because it is related to Krishna, so I am using it. Using the things for Krishna, because they are connected with Krishna. This example is given. Why we should read Pandavas, name of the Pandavas, Kurukshetra war? This is mundane fighting. What is the problem? Krishna Sambandhi, because it's connected with Krishna. So we have no attachment to this, but because it is connected to Krishna, therefore we are interested in this. Nirmanda Krishna Sambandhe. So this is a principle. Nirmanda Krishna Sambandhe is principle. Prabhupada writes, Nirmanda Krishna Sambandhe, what is the word used? Is called Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya. Yukt means appropriate. Vairagya means detachment. Personally, I am not attached to anything, but I am attached to all things which are in service of Krishna. I am not attached to anything personally, but whatever needed for Krishna, all I am attached to. Krishna, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe, Yukta Vairagya, which this is the whole verse. The execution of devotional service is not a matter of idle meditation, but practical action in the background of spiritual life. Is cultivation, Anushilanam. Is practical action in foreground of a spiritual life. Practical action means cooking, offering to the deities is a practical action. And spiritual background means connected with Krishna or to the devotees of Krishna. Krishna are devotees of Krishna. Hare Krishna, is class going on. Now next line. These activities must be executed with passion. Now the next topic. Dhairya. These activities must be executed with passion. Dhairya. One should not be impatient in Krishna consciousness. Indeed, this Krishna conscious movement was started single-handedly by only Prabhupada. But in the beginning, there was no response. But because we continued to execute our devotional activities with passion, Prabhupada giving his own example, Dhairya, people gradually began to understand the importance of this movement, and now they are eagerly participating. One should not be impatient in discharging devotional service, but should take instruction from the spiritual master and execute them with passion, depending on the mercy of Guru and Krishna. How much patience Prabhupada had. He got the instruction in 1922 from his spiritual master, and he started executing in 66. 40 years of patience. 40 years of patience in execution of the instruction of his spiritual master and preaching to the Western world in English language. When devotee went to Prabhupada, they said, for 10 years I am chanting Hare Krishna, there is no response. Prabhupada, I am chanting for 40 years. So you have to have patience. It's like that. You know, when there's a lock, you lose the key. Then you hit on the lock with a hammer. You may try for 10 minutes, it's not opening. Then you lose patience. Somebody come and hit once and it opens. Because you lost patience, it was already opened, and you would have done the last one. It would have been open, but you lost the patience. So we have to be, dhairya. We should never give up hope, hoping against hope. Prabhupada was hoping against hope to stay in America and start a spiritual movement. This is like hoping against hope. Dhairya. Somebody has charcoal. He heard that diamond comes from charcoal. So in a hand he said, God make it diamond, God make it diamond. I mean, he's something like that. And after a few days he was tired. He said, let it be always remain charcoal. Then it became charcoal. I said, my God, somebody, I would have said diamond, it would have been diamond now. So there is a time actually. Your patient will mature in due course of time when the result comes. If we don't wait, then we lose. So we have to have dharya. The word dhira. The word dhir is everywhere. Those who have a patient are called dhira. They are called dhira, means sober. The successful execution of Krishna conscious activities require both patience and confidence. Nishchay. What confidence? I am chanting 16 rounds. I am following 4 regular principles. I am confident this is the right path. I have this firm conviction. I have nishchay that this is the right path. I have to wait maybe one lifetime, no problem. But this is the right path. That is called nishchay. So for success in spiritual life, we need patience with
Confidence.
confidence, nishchay. Now Prabhupada is giving example for the patient and nishchay, both. A newly married girl naturally expects offspring from her husband. but she cannot expect to have them immediately after marriage. Of course, as soon as she is married, she can attempt to get a child, but she must surrender to her husband, confident that her child will develop and be born in due time. Similar in devotional service, surrender means that one has to become confident. The devotee thinks, Avashya Rakhibe Krishna. That Krishna will surely protect me and give me help for successful execution of devotional service. This is called confidence or nishchay. What should be the confidence of a devotee? Krishna will protect my devotional service. Me means my devotional service. Krishna will protect my devotional service in all circumstances. Therefore, I should be confident and should have a patience. In due course of time, I will get Krishna Prem. So we should have this confidence. Yes.
Like, could you give me a practical example of that?
I mean, this example given here, I said, newly married couple has to wait for one.
I don't understand that one.
Okay.
So, like in our devotional service, how will we be protected, or how will we?
For us, we should be confident that in ISKCON of Krishna, in ISKCON of Srila Prabhupada, everything is there. We have not to go outside to get anything. This is the first rule for us. Prabhupada has given everything. Some devotee go to Radha Kund, some go to this, means they think that there may be some other path. That is foolishness. We should be confident that what Prabhupada has given is a complete devotional package. We have not to go anywhere for any other different path.
Right, it's perfect. Is that what it means?
Yes.
It's perfect.
We have a perfect path, but there's no need of anything to deviate and go somewhere else. That means confidence in our, what we're chanting, this is the only process. It may take time, but this will work. If it's working for others, why it will not work for me? So I should be confident. And Gita says, Bahovo, many has already attained perfection, so we can also get. There's a word Bahovo, many have already perfected their life.
Like we can take that some devotees come to ISKCON and after some time they go to Gaudiya Math or they go to their own other sampradayas. It means that they are impatient in their process.
They have no confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah, the confidence is shaking.
Yeah.
Because they have no patience, they have no confidence. They want quick result.
So they
As already explained, one should not be idle but should be very enthusiastic about executing regulative principle. Now Prabhupada is coming to tat tat karma pravartanat. Neglect of the regulative principle will destroy devotional service. So tat tat karma pravartanat means following regulative principles. In the Krishna conscious movement, there are 4 basic regulative principles: forbidding illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, and intoxication. So this come under the tat tat karma pravartanat. A devotee must be very enthusiastic about following these principles. So tat tat karma pravartanat, for that we should be enthusiastic also, utsaha. If he becomes slack in following any of them, his progress will certainly be checked. Srila Rupa Goswami therefore recommended tat tat karma pravartanat. One must strictly follow the regulative principle of Vaidhi Bhakti. Now, when this new word came, it's called Vaidhi Sadhan Bhakti. Vaidhi Sadhan. Vaidhi means vidhi. Vidhi means rules and regulation. Sadhan means practice. Vaidhi Sadhan Bhakti. So Bhakti is of 2 types. Bhakti in practice and Bhakti in perfection. So Bhakti in practice is of 2 types, Vaidhi Sadhan Bhakti and Rag Anoga Sadhan Bhakti. They both are devotion and practice. So Prabhupada writes, Vaidhi Bhakti, one should strictly follow the regulative principle of Vaidhi Bhakti. In addition to these 4 prohibitions, yam means don't. There are positive regulative principles, niyam means rules, such as daily chanting of the 16 rounds on Japa Mala, beads. These regulative activities must be faithfully performed with enthusiasm. This is called tat tat karma pravartanat, or varied engagement in devotional service. So, this paragraph speaks about tat tat karma pravartanat along with enthusiasm. Now, furthermore, in order to be successful in devotional service, one must give up the association of undesirable people. This is Sangatyaga.
We have drama.
Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so who are these? They are, yes.
That would mean I couldn't have any contact with my family.
You don't have any concept about?
I wouldn't have any contact with my family if this was the case.
Question, I don't understand question. She don't have connection?
She's saying if I follow this, I can't have any contact with my family.
Because they are non-neutral, so she shouldn't have.
Okay, no. Bhakti Vinod Thakur writes, this is for Grasta is a different rule and Sannyasi is a different rule. So we come in a Grasta, we have different rules to follow than the Sannyasi or Brahmacharis. So we can go to our family as a, we have to keep our relation, we cannot be careless. But we should not be influenced by their material culture and ideas. Meeting them and associating them is a difference. Meeting is custom. Associating means exchanges of thought and views and food and everything. So we should not do that, but we can meet with them.
It's tricky.
What is here? Who are these included? Karmis, Jnanis, Yogis. So our family is not Karmi, Jnani, Yogi actually. They are our relatives. We should have a relation. And other non-devotees. Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked by one of his household devotees about the general principle of Vaishnavism, as well as the general routine activities of Vaishnava, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately replied, Asat Sangha Tyag e Vaishnava Achar. Asatanta Sangha Tyag. And what is Asat? Characteristically, a Vaishnava is one who gives up the association of worldly people or non-devotee. Srila, sorry. Sri Narottam Das Thakur has therefore recommended Tarera Charana Sevi Bhakta Saneva, so we should always be in association of devotee. One has to live in the company of pure devotees and execute the regular principle laid down by the previous acharyas. Now Prabhupada is coming to the previous acharya means Satovrti. Satovrti. The sixth Goswami, namely Rup Sanatan, Bhadragunath, Jiva Gopal, Bhattadas Raghunath. If one lives in the association of devotees, there is a little chance of associating with non-devotees. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness is opening many centers just to invite people to live in a company of the devotees. This again, this purport. Add into your list. Okay. So if we read this paragraph, then we will reach, I think, almost to Prabhupada's purport will be almost over. Okay. Devotional service means transcendental activities. On the transcendental platform, there is no contamination by three modes of material nature. This is called Vishuddha Sattva. The platform of pure goodness or goodness free from contamination by quality of patient ignorance. In this Krishna conscious movement, we require everyone to rise early in the morning by 4 a.m. and attend Mangala Arati or morning worship. Then read Srimad Bhagavatam, perform Kirtan and so forth. Thus we hold continuous activities in devotional service 24 hours a day, daily. This is called Satovrti. Satovrti means following the rules and regulation laid down by previous acharyas. Or following in the footsteps of the previous acharya who expertly filled every moment of the time with Krishna conscious activities. If one strictly follow the advice given in this verse by Srila Rupa Goswami, namely being enthusiastic, being confident, being patient, giving up association of unwanted person, following the regular principles, and not remaining in the association of remaining in the association of devotees, one is sure to advance in devotional service. In this regard, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. So this is Anuvarti explanation. I think we should read this tomorrow, a little bit tomorrow. Okay, now we have two things here. One is this. Bhakti is art of cultivation, three types of activities. Negative aspect, material activities, lead to suffering. Neutral aspect, idle meditation. So these are, first is a karmi. Second is some yogi. Stop nonsensical activities that lead to suffering. This is a negative, this is a neutral. Positive activity, devotional service, meaningful devotional activities that lead to the spiritual world. So this is in the first, second paragraph, we have this three types of activities. Negative activities, neutral activities, positive activities. So we should give up the negative and neutral and we should do the positive. Is it okay? Now in this book, there is something about Sangha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written much more about Sangha. There's a one chart, I don't know, somebody can make. You can put in the slides this chart. It's a good chart. Okay. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says Utsa means enthusiasm, Nishchaya means faith, Dhairya means patient, Tat Karma prescribed duties, activity by which pure devotional service is cultivated, Sangatya giving the bad association, and Sadhu Vritti living in life prescribed for the saintly person. Sattvavrti means life prescribed for saintly person. Okay, this is what yesterday we discussed. I'm leaving this, I'm going to this chart on direct. Sangatyaga. Sant Sangha. Non-devotee association. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, one is two type of, one is association, one is attachment. Non-devotees, who are non-devotees? Jnanis, mundane scholars. Karmis, fruitive workers. Yogis, demigod worshippers, dry logicians, atheists, sense enjoyer. This is one list. Second list is woman and womanizer, opposite sex. So this is the association. The other is attachment. Attachment is for asset, subtle and gross, and prejudice, ancient and modern. So this is something, this chart we have to put in this slides. Lot more written on that. My God. So this prejudices means from many lifetimes we have some habits formed. Some people have a habit of becoming karmi. Some people have a habit of becoming jnani. So they are not fit for bhakti. Whatever you try, they never come. So they are prejudiced from previous life. So there are people, they are like that, you cannot waste time on that. You don't just avoid them because they are not meant for this. And new in this life, we have developed certain habits, certain prejudice. Everybody has some liking and disliking. So these are also sort of attachment. This is a very deep subject he has discussed. So in this way, almost I think tomorrow we can finish this and start the new verse. So now you can have some small drama, and if you have no questions, you have some drama?
Yes.
Okay.